Well, I did the "you might be a Roman Catholic" way too fast, because I'd come up with a whole bunch more, and I found some more besides that. But then maybe it would have been too long. So this is "You Might Be a Roman Catholic 2. If you actually know what a scapular is, you might be a Roman Catholic. If you don't know whether the book of Habakkuk is in the Old Testament or was channeled by Ramtha, you might be a Roman Catholic. If you wear so many medals, people hear you coming for miles, you might be a Roman Catholic. If you have memorized every response in the Mass, the Creed, and all the prayers and mysteries of the Rosary, but cannot quote John 3:16, you might be a Roman Catholic. If instead of photographs of your family in your wallet or purse you have a St. Joseph prayer card, you might be a Roman Catholic. If Peter, Paul, and Mary mean more to you than Puff the Magic Dragon, you might be a Roman Catholic. If when Yoda says, "May the Force be with you," you have an overwhelming compulsion to say, "and also with you," you may be a Roman Catholic. If the first thing you think of when you hear the name Jeremiah is a bullfrog, you might be a Roman Catholic. If bingo prizes are a line item in the budget of your church, you might be a Roman Catholic. If you can only recite the Creed when around large groups of people, you might be a Roman Catholic. If you catch yourself just before you genuflect, before entering your seat at a theater, you might be a Roman Catholic. If someone asks you your favorite Madonna song, and you say, "Hail, Holy Queen," you're probably a Roman Catholic. If you have a rosary hanging from your dash, you're probably a Roman Catholic. If one of your crucifixes has 5 years worth of dried out palms behind it, you are definitely a Roman Catholic. If you've gotten used to the fact that a church potluck is where you bring a casserole and an unresolved conflict, you might be a Roman Catholic. If you measure your life by the number of popes that have been on the throne in Rome since you were born, you're definitely a Roman Catholic. If you have to pick between two evils, and you always pick the one you haven't tried before, you might be a Roman Catholic. If you spend the first 5 minutes of the day untangling your scapular from your miraculous medal, probably a Roman Catholic. If you think Joan of Arc was Noah's wife, you might be a Catholic. If you have a St. Christopher medal in your car, you're definitely a Roman Catholic. If your favorite shows are on ABC, CBS, NBC, and EWTN, Roman Catholic. If you have a favorite religious order, you're probably a Roman Catholic. And if you think it's weird that it's okay for Catholic women to avoid pregnancy by resorting to mathematics, while forbidden to resort to physics or chemistry, you might be a Roman Catholic. If you actually know that Advent is the beginning of the church year, definitely Roman Catholic. If you think Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego is the name of a rap group from Chicago or Detroit, you're definitely a Roman Catholic. If you have a statue of Mary in your garden or your yard, Roman Catholic. If you can name off all the joyful, glorious, sorrowful, and luminous mysteries, definitely a Roman Catholic. If you have 20 plus cousins, you are probably a Roman Catholic. If you never leave home without your scapular, Roman Catholic. If you're named after a saint and not a family member, Roman Catholic. If you've ever referred to yourself and your significant other as a couple discerning a vocation to marriage, you might be a Roman Catholic. If you lie awake at night wondering why the St. Michael prayer was removed from the end of the Mass, you might be a Roman Catholic. If the word vocation to you does not simply mean job, you might be a Roman Catholic. If you have contemplated being in a religious order at least once, you might be a Roman Catholic. If you have had competitions with your friends on Ash Wednesdays to see who could keep their ashes on the longest, I don't care if you're a kid, you're definitely a Roman Catholic. If you still write JMJ at the top of your report or when you're taking a test, Roman Catholic. If you intrinsically grab a person's hand next to you when it's time to pray, you are definitely a Roman Catholic. And thus ends part 2 of You Might Be a Roman Catholic.